If you're over 60, what I'm about to tell you could literally save your life. Right now, thousands of well-meaning seniors are walking into gyms, community centres and their own living rooms thinking they're protecting their hearts, but they're actually putting themselves in grave danger. The exercises you think are keeping you healthy might be the very ones slowly destroying your cardiovascular system from the inside out. I'm not here to frighten you. I'm here to wake you up. As a cardiologist who's spent over 2 decades treating seniors, I've seen too many tragic cases where active, health-conscious older adults suffered heart attacks, strokes or dangerous arrhythmias, not from being sedentary, but from doing the wrong kind of exercise for their aging hearts. The heartbreaking truth: most of them had no idea they were making a deadly mistake. In this video, I'm going to expose 5 specific types of exercise that are secretly sabotaging hearts across America. And exercise number 1 is so popular you might have done it this morning, but don't panic. I'll also show you exactly what to do instead to protect and strengthen your heart naturally. Stay with me until the end, because your life might literally depend on what you learn in the next few minutes. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and ring the bell, so you never miss life-saving health information designed specifically for you. If this video helps you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, so I know how to serve you better. Let me be blunt. HIIT workouts are destroying senior hearts across the country, and most people have no idea it's happening. Every day I see seniors in my clinic who've been doing these trendy burst workouts thinking they're following the latest fitness science. What they don't realize is that their 60-plus-year-old hearts are being pushed to dangerous breaking points. Here's what really happens inside your body during HIIT. Those sudden explosive movements cause your heart to slam from a resting state to maximum output in seconds. For a young heart, this might be challenging but manageable. For an aging heart that may already have stiff arteries, early plaque build-up, or subtle electrical problems, it's like flooring the gas pedal on a car with worn-out brakes. Your blood pressure doesn't just rise, it rockets upward, sometimes to dangerous levels that would send you straight to the emergency room if you were monitoring it. Your heart rhythm becomes erratic, struggling to keep up with demands it was never designed to handle at this stage of life. The worst part? The damage happens silently. You might feel energized afterward, proud that you pushed through, but inside, your cardiovascular system is waving red flags. I've treated patients who collapsed during HIIT classes, suffered mini-strokes within hours of crushing their workout, and developed dangerous arrhythmias that required immediate medical intervention. These weren't unhealthy people, they were active seniors trying to stay fit. Your heart after 60 needs consistency, not chaos. Gentle, sustained movement like walking, swimming or light cycling works with your cardiovascular system instead of shocking it into submission. Save the intensity for your younger years. Now it's time for wisdom. There's a dangerous myth circulating that lifting heavy weights is the fountain of youth for seniors. While building muscle is important as we age, the way most seniors approach weightlifting is setting them up for cardiovascular catastrophe. When you lift heavy weights or strain during resistance exercises, something deadly happens inside your chest cavity. The pressure builds up so intensely that it literally squeezes your heart and major blood vessels. This isn't just discomfort, it's a medical emergency waiting to happen. Every time you grunt, strain or hold your breath during a heavy lift, you're creating what we call a Valsalva maneuver, a dangerous spike in internal pressure that can cause your blood pressure to skyrocket instantly. For seniors, this can trigger everything from fainting spells to heart attacks to strokes. I've seen patients arrive in my emergency room after what they thought was a normal weight training session. They were found unconscious on gym floors, or they experienced crushing chest pain mid-rep. The tragic irony? They were exercising specifically to prevent heart problems. Your aging blood vessels can't handle these sudden pressure changes the way they used to. What once made you feel strong and powerful now puts you at risk for blown blood vessels, dangerous arrhythmias and cardiovascular events that can change your life forever. The solution isn't to avoid strength training entirely, it's to do it intelligently. Use resistance bands, lighter weights with more repetitions, and always maintain steady breathing. Your goal should be functional strength, not ego lifting. Your heart will thank you for choosing safety over showing off. Most seniors don't realize that the weather outside can turn their healthy exercise routine into a death trap. I've lost count of how many patients I've treated who suffered heart attacks during morning walks in freezing temperatures or heat stroke during summer gardening sessions. Here's the terrifying truth about exercising in extreme cold. When temperatures drop below 50 degrees, your blood vessels clamp down like a vice to preserve body heat. This causes your blood pressure to spike dramatically, sometimes high enough to trigger a heart attack or stroke on the spot. Your heart suddenly has to pump against this increased resistance, while also trying to keep up with exercise demands. Hot weather is equally dangerous, but in the opposite way. When it's over 80 degrees with high humidity, your heart rate can double just trying to cool your body down. Add exercise on top of that, and you're asking your cardiovascular system to perform an impossible task. Dehydration sets in faster than you realize. Your blood becomes thick and sticky, and your risk of dangerous blood clots skyrockets. I've treated seniors who collapsed during gentle neighborhood walks simply because they didn't respect how dramatically weather affects their aging cardiovascular system. One patient suffered a heart attack after just 10 minutes of winter yard work. Another had a stroke during what she thought was a refreshing summer garden session. Your heart doesn't care how motivated you are. It can only handle what it can handle. Exercise indoors when temperatures are extreme. Your life is worth more than fresh air, or proving you're tough enough to handle any weather. Jumping jacks, burpees, running, aerobics classes with quick direction changes. These might look fun and energizing, but for seniors, they're cardiovascular suicide. Every rapid movement, every jarring impact sends shockwaves through your entire circulatory system that your aging heart simply cannot process safely. When you're over 60, your nervous system responds more slowly to sudden changes. Your blood vessels are stiffer and less able to adapt quickly to changing demands. Those innocent-looking jumping movements create wild fluctuations in blood pressure that happen faster than your body can compensate for. I've seen seniors collapse mid-jumping jack, not from exhaustion, but from dangerous blood pressure spikes that cause them to lose consciousness. Others have developed irregular heart rhythms that started during high-impact classes and never went away, requiring lifelong medication and monitoring. The rapid changes in body position, standing to lying to jumping to crouching, confuse your cardiovascular system. Your heart doesn't know whether to speed up, slow down, or maintain steady rhythm. This confusion can trigger arrhythmias that range from uncomfortable to life-threatening. But here's what's most heartbreaking. These seniors are usually trying to recapture the feeling of being young and energetic. They want to prove they can still keep up. But true strength at this age means accepting that your body has different needs now. Slow, controlled movements like Tai Chi, water aerobics or gentle yoga provide all the benefits without the risks. Your heart has been beating faithfully for over 60 years. It deserves your respect, not your recklessness. This might be the most overlooked heart killer of all, and it's happening in living rooms across America every night. Thousands of seniors are exercising late in the evening, thinking they're being disciplined and health conscious. What they don't realize is that they're sabotaging their heart's most critical healing time and setting themselves up for serious cardiovascular problems. When you exercise within 3 to 4 hours of bedtime, you're not just affecting your sleep. You're hijacking your heart's natural repair cycle. Your cardiovascular system depends on deep restorative sleep to heal daily damage, regulate blood pressure, and maintain healthy rhythm patterns. Late-night exercise floods your system with adrenaline and stress hormones that can stay elevated for hours. Your core body temperature rises, your nervous system goes into high alert, and your heart rate remains elevated long after you think you've cooled down. This tricks your body into thinking it's daytime when it should be preparing for the most important healing period of the day. Poor sleep from late exercise creates a vicious cycle that destroys heart health. Elevated stress hormones lead to higher blood pressure, increased inflammations damages blood vessels, and disrupted sleep patterns trigger dangerous arrhythmias. I've treated patients whose heart problems started not from their exercise routine, but from when they exercised. The research is crystal clear. Seniors who exercise late at night have significantly higher rates of heart disease, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular events compared to those who exercise earlier in the day. Your heart does its most important repair work while you sleep. Don't rob it of this vital time. Exercise in the morning or early afternoon, then let your evenings be about winding down and preparing for the healing rest your heart desperately needs. If you've stayed with me this far, I need you to understand something crucial. I'm not trying to scare you away from exercise. I'm trying to save your life. In my over 20 years as a cardiologist, I've held too many hands of seniors who were hospitalized because they were exercising the wrong way for their age. What breaks my heart most is hearing them say, "But I was just trying to stay healthy." They were doing everything they thought was right, following fitness advice designed for 30-year-olds, pushing through warning signs their bodies were desperately sending. Your heart after 60 is not weak, it's wise. It's asking you to work with it, not against it. Every warning sign, every moment of fatigue, every skip in rhythm is your heart's way of communicating its needs. When you ignore these signals and push harder, you're not showing strength, you're courting disaster. The seniors who thrive into their 80s and 90s with healthy hearts aren't the ones who exercise the hardest. They're the ones who exercise the smartest. They chose consistency over intensity, wisdom over willpower, and safety over ego. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to exercise like you're decades younger. What you need is to honor the incredible heart that's been beating for you faithfully for over 60 years. Give it gentle movement, consistent activity, and the respect it deserves. That's not giving up, that's growing up. And your heart will reward you with many more healthy, active years ahead. Now you know the 5 exercise mistakes that are silently destroying senior hearts across America. The question is, what are you going to do with this life-saving information? If you recognize yourself in any of these dangerous patterns, please stop immediately. Your heart is more important than any workout, any fitness goal, or any attempt to prove you've still got it. You've already got something much more valuable: wisdom and the power to make better choices. Start today by choosing heart-safe alternatives: gentle walking instead of HIIT, resistance bands instead of heavy weights, indoor exercise during extreme weather, slow controlled movements instead of high-impact chaos, and morning or afternoon workouts instead of late-night sessions. Before you go, I want you to know about something that's helping thousands of seniors protect their hearts while staying active. It's called Heart-Safe Fitness Tracker, an app designed specifically for people over 60 who want to exercise safely. It monitors your heart rate in real time, alerts you when you're pushing too hard, and provides heart-safe workout alternatives. You'll find the link in the description below, and it could be the guardian angel your heart needs. Your heart has given you everything for over 60 years. Now it's time to give something back: your protection, your wisdom, and your commitment to keeping it safe. If this video opened your eyes to exercise mistakes you've been making, please share it with other seniors who need this information. Together, we can save hearts and save lives. And remember, you're not too old to start protecting your heart. You're just old enough to be wise about it. Thank you for watching, and here's to many more years of heart-healthy living. Take care of your heart, and it will take care of you.